I have finished my very first traveler's notebook, and I thought I would give you a quick walkthrough. So this has been something I've been wanting to try for a long time, as I've seen a lot of people working on these on Instagram and social media, so I thought I would give it a stab. This is the Studio Calico's, I think it was Golden Hour Traveler's Notebook, and I just kind of bought it on a whim, but now I'm kind of thinking I might want to subscribe to this. So here's my notebook. It's really full, and I asked people on Instagram if theirs are normally this big, and people said yes. So do you use anything to like close it, or do you just keep it open like this? I'm not sure. I tied just some twine around it, but anyways, on the front I stamped for October, and this is just a notebook that summarizes kind of the highlights of October of 2018 for me. And I mostly just worked out of the Traveler's Notebook kit, and I used almost everything, all the die cuts, and then I pulled in like a few other pieces, but not a lot. So here is a peek. Put the dates on the inside. I really like this two-tone ink. I saw this somewhere on Instagram, I'm not sure, but I thought that turned out really cute. Lots of fall pictures in here, lots of leaf pictures. I also did, as you'll see throughout the notebook, like a lot of journaling. I thought it was really fun to include a lot of words and kind of not only approach this as like a photography project and like documenting, but also documenting a lot of words. And it was really fun to like get out my stamps and like my big alphas. I think that's what I liked most about the Traveler's Notebook, is that it really gave me a lot of ways to use my stamps. Most of the papers in here I just used that came in the notebook, but there were a couple. I think this came from like a past Kelly Purkey kit, so I added a few in there, but I know that created a lot more bulkiness, so I tried to just use what came in the notebook. This one's kind of fun. I used like one of those glassine bags to create like a little envelope here for the tag. I used lots of washi tape, which was kind of fun too. Like old school washi tape. I think this is like super old school Amy Tangerine. This also came from that same Kelly Purkey kit. Lots of fun with stamps. I really like this page. More work with those bags that I just have left over, and then using just a line stamp and then using that for the journaling. It's really simple, but I think it's a fun page. This is when we went to the cat cafe called Felis. I wanted to stitch a lot in here, but I obviously couldn't stitch directly on the page because it would affect the page afterwards, and if I wasn't planning to cover it, like I really liked this paper. So what I did here is I cut out these big letters, and then I used vellum here to adhere it, and then stitch onto that, and then glue the vellum on. And I thought that created a nice effect. So this was kind of earlier in the month, and then the rest of this is my trip to Washington, D.C. This is not even in order. Actually, my DC trip happened at the first of the month, but I really didn't care. I wanted to correspond some of this paper to the trip, and I really like this for that, and I really don't care that it's out of order. I think this is a digital file that I got from Ali Edwards' Go Story Kit. So again, like when I wanted to add stitching, I would just put it on the die cut and then put that onto the photo before putting it down on the page. This was a really fun stamp that came in the kit, this tag. I'm gonna use this a lot. I'm gonna use this for Christmas tags, I think. Shout out to Amanda, who said I looked like Leslie Knope, which is obviously the highest compliment you could give anyone. And then I did do this big picture here. The big photos are really fun to see. Oh, and then that time I met Amy Schumer, which was super cool. So that's a look at my album. If you have any tips or tricks, or like I said, you know, if there's a way that you keep your album closed, I would love to know. I'm a, you know, a novice at the Traveler's Notebooks, but I think I'm gonna keep going. So thanks for watching.